So it's actually funny, you mentioned that. So um, SEER school, I was not able to attend, and one of the reasons is it as you said, it's primarily for special operations, aviate, pilots, stuff like that. Um, Now, people that are in certain units, different things, in the, as we say, conventional army, will sometimes get an opportunity to go to SEER school, but it's kind of rare, and it's kind of hard to get a slot for school, right? Um, and so at the time that I went through sniper school, there was almost nothing as far as survival whatsoever. Like there was nothing, right? I think we had like a PowerPoint presentation that lasted half an hour on tracking. That was it, right? And so that was one of the things, like when I became an instructor, and I don't know how they're doing it now, but when I became an instructor, that was one of the things that I really took to heart, and made sure that there was at least a day included in the curriculum, right? And that was just a day, but it was at least something. And so it was one of my interests, or my interest level in survival and tracking and all these things actually came out of that, but in a different way than people would think, right? It came out of a absence of that training, and and seeing the necessity for that training, right? So as a sniper section leader, I had eight guys underneath of me, and I was in charge of the sniper section for my battalion. And so I needed survival training for my guys. I couldn't get any SEER school slots. I couldn't, get anything of that nature. So what I did was I made friends with my battalion chain of command, and I convinced them to allow me to go out and find a civilian instructor to come in and teach us this stuff, right? So I made them understand why this was necessary, why it was important, and the fact that we weren't able to get it through the Army system, right? So I wound up getting a hold of a gentleman named Kevin Reeve, who's still teaching, by the way. He teaches, his school is On Point Tactical Tracking. And that was, other than, just doing random stuff, that was my first kind of real, you know, big push into the survival stuff. And I wound up going up to one of Kevin's courses, absolutely loved it. Just went by myself as to kind of fill him out, see what was going on, and absolutely loved it. And then I wound up bringing him down to teach a combination tracking and survival course for my section. And, it was awesome. But that kind of started the ball rolling on the survival side. I became a lot more interested in it. I became a lot more inundated with, a lot of that stuff, and started practicing those skill sets a lot more.